Jogunanda Shingha Juparsho Idam Guru Mandala Gandhiyatayami
Sangye
Shridam Soki Chognam La Jamchu Bardu Dagni Kyapsuchi Daki Chunyen Gibe Sanam Ki Jola Benchir Sangye Druparsho
Sangye
Shridam Soki Chognam La Jamchu Bardu Dagni Kyapsuchi Daki Chunyen Gibe Sanam Ki Jola Benchir Sangye Druparsho
Sangye
Shridam Soki Chognam La Jamchu Bardu Dagni Kyapsuchi Daki Chunyen Gibe Sunam Ki Jola Benchir Sangye Druparsho. Here, Lama.
Shoguri Shmokuri.
So we're still in the book of Chinny Lamas about the ways the different philosophical schools talk about the lack of a self-nature that we can use in our meditations to realize the highest goals, right? So we've been going through the different philosophical schools, and we finished the first three, right? And we're now into the independent branch of the middle way school. And we're still talking about the distinction. The lower schools think similarly about the lack of a self-nature to a person. So we're still focusing here on things. That's where they're distinct. The lack of a self-nature to things.
So anybody should make that just a little bigger?
Yeah. Nope.
Okay. Nonsense.
There, how's that? No.
A little bit.
Zoom in function.
psychological
There you go.
I like it.
Yeah, no.
Oh,
Aha!
God, that's magnificent.
One of the three sections.
Well, too much.
Three. The answer is three.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you.
So we just basically started talking about the independent group. And so
Okay, I missed this
when
class.
when they're talking about the nature of what is appearing to the mind, what focus do they use that distinguishes it from the consequence group of the middle way?
Thank you for using group, by the way.
You're
Branch.
Oh, I should say branch. Branch? Isn't it branch? Did we say
Oh, it is branch, I'm sorry. But group is okay too.
He wasn't being sarcastic.
Group's okay, branch is better. Yeah. School is not good. Yeah.
Because of the four schools.
Does anyone remember?
Generally speaking, it has to be appearing to a state of mind which is not mistaken.
Brilliant.
New name?
No, man.
No.
Bonus. What's the bonus? $100 for what?
How many extra points?
What's bonus?
What? Give me the Tibetan.
I lost
word
$3,000 in one day in Mexico.
for
Good.
a mistake.
Good.
Betting that
Oh,
people didn't have
other
answers.
than word.
No, it's losing you money.
Give this guy
Your hearing is very good.
Oh, really?
What was the bonus?
What's the Tibetan word for unmistaken?
Oh, no, man.
Could also be Niue, right?
Just tell me if you don't want me to answer beforehand.
You're so smart.
Whoa.
Whoa.
Free text.
Okay, so
That was
I think it was
nasty.
difficult to pull out 3 questions from this little bit we did last time.
Yeah. We didn't have a full class, right?
Well,
We had to go for
yeah,
a
right,
photo or
no.
something.
It's the photo.
Okay.
So Chuni Lama's referenced 3 texts that
Heart of the Middle Way?
I
No,
don't
it
remember
was just
that.
like a nice contextual guess.
There-
No, I mean, I have no idea. It was
I'll give
just
you a
like-
clue. One of them is in our 12-volume collection.
The
This
joke they called it
Illumination.
Illumination.
Oh yeah, it was Lekshin
That
Ningpo,
makes sense.
Gompa Rupsel.
You're right. And
By the way, Lekshin Ningbo is also
And
in,
you have to-
in the 12.
Dose
Yeah.
of emptiness.
Lekshin Ningbo is part of Yunsen.
Essence of L.
Right. Essence of L.
The essence of the elves.
And the third one is
Tung Tung.
Yeah.
Tong
On
Tun.
emptiness.
Emptiness. We gotta translate that, by the way. Somebody fundraised a lot of money for that book.
Yeah, we got a decent amount.
Cool.
Yeah.
Who's gonna do
I'll
it?
play.
Don't know yet. Depends who finishes.
Who's gonna
Okay, and then
do it?
what does Chunilong take from those three texts?
Something that's a very
Something
short
good.
word.
Magical. Horse and.
Nice,
Yeah.
nice, nice. Точно, точно.
Wow. Good job, man.
I suppose Cheongi Chulgyu has no English equivalent.
I guess not.
That'd be
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, you're right. Next. I
Next.
just made that up. We
Provincial.
just had it. We
A
just
provincial
had it.
reason. Provincial.
Provincial?
I mean,
Yeah.
provisional goals.
Not goals.
Oh,
True.
means mistaken, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, temporary mistake.
Short-term cause of error. Example.
Getting drunk.
Yeah, getting drunk.
Where you do
Being
something
sick or strong emotion is famous.
Being angry. Or
Jealous at your partner and you see things that are not there. Okay.
Big dang from people not word. Oh.
Computers
I
are,
love
Above
you, but-
example.
huh?
As the above example says or something.
Yeah.
Oh, metaphor.
Bay is metaphor, but what's the thing? Name?
I would use a metaphor.
Yeah,
Is your word?
to use a metaphor.
So
No one got it.
Tang is
And then he goes into the magician. I like this one. I'm happy you put this one. This is a really good one.
Infected by?
Nice. Wow.
Sleep.
Where'd that come from? All right.
She's incredible. She's unbelievably
Oh, shit.
smart. Yeah, maybe.
The fact that you take notes is quite nice. Okay.
Thank you for your participation and attention.
Thanks for having us.
Hey.
Pleasure.
That was a nice. That you did well. Okay. So we've been talking about the example of a magician, a magic show, in the lower middle way school, the lower branch of the middle way school, the independent branch. Now we know what independent means because they, according to our theory, they think ultimately works independently when you glue it to the chichen. How's that?
They're independent
I thought I had more to
because.
do
Oh,
with
right, yeah.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
your theory, and I really like it. I'm gonna use it for the rest of my life. Okay, so for example,
I like it.
In their school, the fact that your mind is not messed up is crucial to establishing reality. Okay, and so 50% of the object is coming from the object, and 50% of the object is coming from you. But the part that comes from you, the confirmation of the 50% that comes from the object, must be valid. Okay, must be valid. Cannot be messed up. And the 50% that comes from its own side cannot come from its own side in a unique manner.
Right.
Okay, because then you would be mind only.
Yeah.
Something like that. Okay, so I'm just going back. I'll just summarize. A magician throws a small stick, a small token, wooden token or a stick on the ground. And it's not a stone here, I don't think so. It's a shinjidyu. It doesn't say that, but everybody teaches it that way, I don't know. It doesn't have to be a small stone. It does mean small stone. It's dou, and it got corrupted to dew. Okay. Anyway, and then they make it appear as a wild elephant or a
Horse.
horse. Okay. Then he says 3 different people are having 3 different perceptions going on. the magician sees the horse or the elephant but doesn't believe in it. The people who first came to the show and were there when he threw magic powder and did abracadabra, those people see a horse or an elephant and really believe in it. Okay? What's going to come next?
The
People
person
come
who
up
came
later.
later.
Yeah, someone who says, hey, what's the big crowd? What's going on? And they come up later, but they don't get the mantra and they don't get powder thrown in their eyes. Then these are all metaphors for Aryas, non-Aryas, and other people. Okay. Please read. Phil, you have the plane. Be critical.
มิตรมาเล็กเปเตโมวะชีและปาลาเดร์นั่ง
Dare?
เดร์
Tear.
Tear.
Not an English D.
Tear.
Tear.
นั่งเชนนี่ค่ะเมโด
Yeah, you guys are getting boring. We'll have to do something else.
Swahili.
Yeah.
Well, no, we gotta understand what we're saying.
Mika me.
Now you know what Mikmaleba means because you had it in her quiz. Huh?
The eyes have been
Eyes.
Maleba.
not been.
They've not been.
Yeah,
chanted.
their eyes have not been affected or infected. Malepa. Demowa means onlooker. You can see the root for watch in there, LTA. So demowa means someone onlooker or audience or gawkers. Yeah, demowa.
Came
This
later.
chi means arrived later. Lep means to arrive.
Yeah.
It's a good word to know if you want to learn colloquial Tibetan. Less away.
When
Has
did
he
you get
arrived yet? No, le mason.
there must be-
Okay.
there.
La.
So those guys.
They have Nawa and Shemba,
They.
It appears.
It appears to them, and they're
Hears and they
attached to
believe it.
and they believe it. Okay. Sorry.
No, neither.
Yeah, neither.
Neither.
Yeah, sorry. They have neither. It neither appears to them nor do they believe it. Okay. Now we're interpreting the magic show example, and it's very famous, and I'm really happy it came in one of your texts, because now forever we can refer to it. Okay. Please read and hustle. You want to take the plane? Give her a hustle.
เจเซทรูชีเดทาลัง
Ta
เดตาตาเทตาลังซกซูนังวานเยจังนังวานเทกิวมาเขียนตานายูรังกีเดลุกีเงินเนมายินกี ngạc sẽ khi lấy bè lối hoàng ký na.
I'm sorry. They'd say, Drushi, we had it.
The basis of the illusion.
Yeah, what you're using to make an illusion from, which is the piece of wood or the stick. Yeah. Dewey. Talong Soksu Nawaya. It does appear as a horse or an elephant. Okay, it is appearing as a horse or elephant. It is. Okay, it may not be real, but it is appearing that way. Okay, Yekyang. But nowadays, that appearance, Gyuma Kentarna,
He knows it's an illusion.
yeah, according or from the magician's point of view, okay, if you were to ask him, according to him, Dharna usually means according to him, he would say, if you ask the magician, Dharna, Mayan, it is appearing, the stick is appearing as a wild elephant, but that's not through its own identity of some unique way of being. They say Rangitumo Mayambe Dulux. Okay? Their version of Gakcha is a Rangitumo Mayambe Dulusu Jupe
Through its own.
Tonga. You see? Rangitumo Mayambe Dulusu Jupe Tonga. existing in its own unique way of being.
So Luke here is way of being, kind of?
Yeah, way of being, its own way of being. Normally they would say tumo mayumbe duluk. Here they say rangi duluk here. So it's not part of the stick's nature to appear as a horse or elephant. It's not part of the stick's nature to appear as a horse or elephant. It's not coming from the stick in that sense. But it does appear to be a horse or an elephant, okay? But it's not coming from the stick. Okay? So that's crucial to the lower middle way school. It would be interesting to try to link that to their beliefs about the Chuchen.
Ultimate.
No, do two people see the Chuchen the same way?
Right, how do they,
That was crucial. These 2 points are crucial to their school. Your text is crucial and your text is crucial. And those are crucial to understanding subtle mistakes you can make about emptiness. Okay, because they are still what?
no.
They still see you?
The Rangipas are still,
Wrong? Yeah.
no, Majimikan.
Oh, right.
We had a huge debate about some guy who wanted to kick him out of the middle. Somebody wanted to kick him out of the middle way club. I said, no, they're still middle way. So their mistake must be subtle. Okay? Okay, Yinki. Yinki. Well, why does the stick does appear as a horse, but it's not its nature that's a horse? Well, why does it appear as a horse? Ngakze ki,
By the words.
By the substance
by
of
the
mantra.
mantra and by the powder. It's 2 different things, okay? The Ze here means the powder. The throw powder in your eye.
All this stuff.
And the Ngak means they do a mantra at the same time, abracadabra. And that's the original meaning of mantra, was for magic, was in magic. Before Buddhism, well, longer than that, it meant magic words, okay? And the example of using a mantra was making it rain or something like that. Okay. Ngak Ze ki lepa,
In fact.
infected or
We will
affected
always look to you.
by that horse. The appearance of the horse is occurring because of Wang Ki, just means because of, due to, not by the power of. I mean, that's not quite that. Of the mind. It's the mind that's making it appear that way. Okay, it's not in the stick nature to appear as a wild elephant. It's the mind, and specifically in the mind, which is ne ye.
Not strong, correct?
Yeah, does have is messed up in some way. Hang.
Would you say then, instead of...
No, you. Oh, this fault. But what kind of fault?
I don't think it says it.
Right.
Hang on 1 second, okay? I'm sorry to interrupt the class, but okay.
Would it be that the mantra and the powder are influencing the mind?
You can say that, but lepa is
You want it to be infected?
lepa has connotations of badness,
So we say
okay.
that the
Yeah.
mantra and the powder are infected.
like lepa by a bad friend. They would say you've been lepa'd by a bad. You can say influenced, but negatively influenced, maybe.
Is
Okay.
it still a valid perception?
I'm sorry, what?
Is it still a valid perception?
Whose school? According to them, valid, I would say.
Even though influenced?
Towards what appears.
Influenced. Oh.
So that's a long story. Okay, go ahead.
Miklepe te mo wa
Not te,
te
demo.
te mo wa
Who's got the plane? Hasso?
Darna.
Are you dozing off? Come on. Yell at something, anything. If she doesn't do anything wrong, yell at something right.
Nee. Ta. Langi. De luxu yuparnzino.
Good. So Tharnar can mean according to, or if you were to ask. Okay? According to the onlookers, what do you call? There's another word.
Audience.
Observer? No.
Rubbernecker.
What do you call people who go to a play?
Audience? Yeah.
Audience.
Spectators?
Spectator. Spectator, yeah.
Perfect.
Sorry, I'm sorry. The spectator, she's getting on a plane to Montreal. According to the spectators, whose eyes are infected by the mantra, etc., this horse, this wild elephant, is not Lola Noe Wangishak. What's it saying?
To the mind.
Is not shark.
Sharp.
Established joke. It's a joke. Okay, it is not established as existing. Okay,
Oh, sharp.
by the power of the mind. It's really coming from the wood. It's really coming from the stick. Okay, got it? Is it just your mind making that elephant? No, it's coming from. He turned it into an elephant. He turned the stick into an elephant. It's not coming from me. Okay, the pen.
Power of
The
the
pen,
appearance.
right? Is not established. Yeah.
Appearance to the mind. That.
Right, you can say that. Yimba, they would hold, they would believe, Zin, that it exists in the nature the
Oh, they're essentially.
they would say from its own side, okay, Ranglunne, the object has some kind of
Bless you.
nature, dulu, of being a horse or a wild elephant. Okay? Okay? Talangi dulu.
What about the you?
The object of our perception from its own side possesses a nature of being a horse or an elephant. Okay?
And the being is the you.
It's the key.
Dulu, has the nature.
Is the du.
Has the nature of understood being a horse or okay. Okay.
Thank you.
This is a little hard, but if you understand it well, it gets easier to explain the lower middle way. And I think the Prasangika use it sometimes. I don't think it's restricted to the lower middle way.
In ACI, it only comes up with reference to the lower middle way.
Yeah. Okay. Well, it came from those three books,
It's an
right?
illumination. And, yeah.
Well, it's in illumination with regards to the lower middle way, probably. Okay, go ahead. Wait, I need somebody better to fly the plane. Chunzom, can you be critical? I know it's tough, but
Hey, day.
come on.
Dun la. Charna. Lik lik. Pe. Te moala. You may. Ta. Lang. Jitarn. Nangwa de shindu.
Shindu.
Yeah. Marik pe. Lek pe. Tamil way. Semchen namla chundi. Tak. Nangwa na. Lola. Nangwe.
Nice.
Wangi.
I like your high tones.
Shakpa mayimpar.
I like your low tones.
Rangi lugi.
Like a jazz song.
Tupar.
You got the low tones. You got the high tones. Pede Dunla Jana, guess.
The example.
The meaning of those books, of that.
This example.
Books?
Metaphor.
Oh, right. Metaphor.
Come on, what's he gonna do next?
He's going to explain the meaning of the metaphor.
Yeah, he's gonna apply it to reality.
Apply.
See, so Pedun means the referent of a metaphor. Okay, so I'm gonna tell you what the parts relate to.
Oh, I see.
Okay, I'm gonna tell you what the parts relate
If
to.
you ask me to, kind
Yeah, if one were to, yeah. Yeah, good. Miklepe temowa, a spectator whose eyes are infected. Okay, to them, the appearance of a magical or an illusory. Be careful with gyu ma because it can mean intestines.
That's probably what's going on.
Some famous mistakes have been made in history between intestines and illusory.
Speaking of-
Spelling or
Right.
pronunciation?
I think it's RGY, but I'm not sure.
No, it's R. I'm almost at
You might check. Check Das.
So the pronunciation is the same?
Exactly the same. That's the problem. Okay, so temo la gyume, illusory horse or elephant. Jita no. So when
That's what it is.
when the spectator's eyes are infected by mantra and powder, and they think they see, or an elephant appears to them, what does that compare to in real life? Here's what it compares to in real life. So you gotta, if you're gonna explain it, you gotta get it right. And I always forget. I have to go look it up because I don't remember which is which. Okay.
Infected by ignorance.
Yeah, good. Infected by misunderstanding, right? Infected by misunderstanding. Tamil? Do you know? Yeah, good.
Yeah.
Tamil way is here probably a synonym for
Nume.
sosokyo, average person. We're translating as average person. Someone who never studied emptiness. They just think things are coming from themselves. Average person.
Right.
Here it just literally means
Normal.
any normal person. Okay.
Always center knowledge.
One of the greatest sins in non-tantra is to kill someone, but the greatest sin in tantra is to think this room is not full of that there's not at least 3 angels in this room right now.
In Tantra. There's a non-Tantra.
No, in tantra, it's worse than killing someone. Is to think there's not 3 angels in this room right now, at least. Well,
At least.
could there be Russian angels? I don't know. Just kidding. No, I'm just saying it's, who knows? It's not me, okay? I can say. At least I'm not perceiving it that way. Gyume Talan.
But there is no
You're going to translate it as average?
A normal person, I think. Yeah. I always think of tamale. I don't know, Tamil. maybe it's because I'm fasting. Tamale senchen namla. Chedidat nawana.
The appearance of
When it
other things.
appears,
Those objects appear as.
Now, I would say the use of chu here is a little sensitive.
Uh-huh.
Why?
'Cause it could mean like
well, is
truth
it
in a
all
grander
things?
sense. Like
Is it one thing?
Is
Chu is a synonym for existing thing.
Existing thing?
You should have said you.
You know, because that's how he's been referred to.
Yeah, you never use chu for something false. Dharma. This is the word dharma. Rangingo zimbina chu. It exists. Dharma always exists. So
On appearance.
that's a little touchy.
maybe he's
And maybe he did it on purpose. Maybe he said this real horse and this real elephant. Okay, no and not.
Appearance.
Okay.
appearance of the real thing.
Yeah, I guess I would say, from the person's point of view who's infected, they look like chu. These things, these real things.
And from the
When they appear to them, Lola Nangi Wangi Shapa Mayimbar, they are not just appearing to me because I'm in a normal state of mind, which can confirm the 50% coming from the object. Okay, got it?
By their own
You should say the whole thing. Yeah, they have some nature of their own.
appearing.
Inherent. Maybe Duluk could be inherent nature. Okay.
Maybe what?
Maybe Duluk would be good as inherent nature. The way he's been using it, they appear through Mune, some inherent nature of their own.
Essentially inherent nature.
They appear to.
Essentially inherent?
No, just inherent nature.
No.
Oh, through. Mune just means through. Okay.
Via.
By. Okay. This Mune doesn't mean from their side or something like that. Okay.
It's like going to
Rangi,
Here it is.
rangone drupa. Say rangone drupa. That's a synonym for self-existent in Buddhism in general, which means
From their own
it's
side.
coming from its own side. Yeah.
Say
Okay.
it again, Russell.
Rangone drupa. You don't say ranki ngone or rangi. You just say rangone.
It's gonna be like
Rangone drupa.
face, like on
Yeah.
the face of the form.
Yeah, ngun means face. It's used in the word to identify or to recognize which is
Nunzing, Nunzing.
ngunzen. So if you high tone it, it becomes entity. Baba. Ngo, ngopo. Okay, you must low tone it. You must low tone it.
So
Yeah.
this Musum like direct.
It's related to the Mopa.
Not that's n. Okay. Mun.
Musum.
Okay. All right. Okay, keep going. Wait, who's got? Man, I need somebody tough.
Shenzhen was good. She had some good ones in there.
Pretty tough.
Vimala, come on.
Yeah.
Criticize something.
Much tougher.
Tell her to sit up straight. No, her.
Take heart to nang way, dip su de, dik be, rik be, kek ba, na,
She's right.
chen la da, lang, chi tar, nang wa, tar,
Car.
tar,
Reach for liberation.
chi nang ki, chi nang, lo la, nang way, wang ki,
Nice. I like your S's also. Shakpa. Shakpa.
Song to Shane,
Nice.
Te Wangki ma Shape look su Yipar Minzin.
Okay.
Nam?
We need to look at a carving. It's remotely possible, but it would be a little inelegant.
What page are we on?
Don't know.
That's good.
We're on 11A.
11A.
Okay. I suspect it is, but it's not too elegant. Okay. What does num mean by itself without numka or something like that?
At a time?
Yeah, when. It just means when. Okay, when it does look like that, Dutsu de, data de nawe Dutsu de, Rikpe Kepana, that way of appearing, okay? Any way of being where it could appear that way, okay? Nawe Dutsu. Du means to have a nature, to stay, right? It means to stay, right? It's the same as nepa, to stay.
Please?
Yeah, du means like to stay. Okay? And it's not prenasal, which would be
To desire.
to desire. Yeah, so this SDOD is to stay. Dutsu means the way of being. Way of being. It appears to have that way of being, but that can be kekpa by rikpa.
Can be stopped by the mind.
It can be denied by reasoning. This is S, R-I-G-S, means logic, proving, okay, by proofs. It can be denied that it has such a nature, okay, inherent nature, okay? Gima Kenla, so, Gima Kenla Talang Jita Nawatar, in the same way that the horse and the wild elephant do appear to the magician, they do appear to the musician, okay? Chinagi chinam lola na wangi shapat samdi shene. We should understand that all existing entities, whether they are chi or whether they are nam,
Outer, inner.
yeah, which would be a 4-letter word in mind-only school.
Oh, same.
You could never say all things outer or inner. In his school, you would get whacked by your mind-only teacher. Even saying Chinang. Okay, so we know we're not in the mind-only school. We got out of the mind-only school. It was like getting out of jail. No, she went on. She was on it for a year, and it was confusing. Yeah, he's still in jail, but you're getting there. Okay, those existing things, inner and outer. Okay, all of them are established. Jog. This is jog. Bajag. Okay, it's the past tense of jog, which means to establish as existing, establish as real, establish as things. Okay, by what? By how they appear to the mind. By appearing to the mind. In the lower middle way school, if a thing doesn't appear 50% from its side, 50% from an unaffected state of mind, it can't be said to exist. It cannot be jokpa, shakpa as existing. Okay, cool? Gotta have both. Mola Nawe Wanki Shakpa, it established not through some unique way of being of its own, but through appearing to a normal state of mind. If a normal state of mind sees something, it's real. Okay, that's all. That's their school. Which is approaching prasangika. It's approaching real madhyamika, but they say 50% comes from the object. Nawe Wanki Shapa Samdishene. If you understand that that's the only thing making them exist,
That it's nothing more than.
is that they're established mainly by appearing to an unaffected state of mind. If you understand that, then you will not hold minzin, that there's any unique way of being which is not established by the mind, by appearing to the mind. If you understand how things are established by appearing to an unaffected state of mind, you'll never hold that things could exist out there in the forest without a mind to perceive them. They don't exist. Tree falling in the forest in this school is perfect example of impossible. Okay?
I agree. What tree?
So now, when the piece of wood appears as a horse or an elephant, what does that refer to in the real world? Okay, what's that an example for in the real world? Okay, and the more pieces he has in the metaphor that apply to the real world, the better the author. You see, some authors wouldn't get to this part. Okay, so the better the author, the more thorough they are in connecting every piece to something in our real life. Okay.
New.
Anton, you want to try?
New. Or is it new?
Nyuku.
Nyuku. Kiwa ni loi wangki shakbayin yang. What?
Shakpa.
Shakbayin yang.
Shakpa means to confess, right?
Alright.
Shakpa means to establish.
Cheer nyuku rangi ngune sabunle kiwayin de chu de de. True.
I think it's say. I'm pretty sure.
De say true chi ngune ta lang to nangwa dang rao.
Good. By the way, cho is a common typing error for say. Because of that looks like a nano. Yeah. There's only one word which is choto, which means miracle. Like the day of miracles of the Buddha is called choto. But it's uncommon. Okay, so let's first talk about the metaphor. What are we talking about in the metaphor that we're trying to find the meaning for in real life? Okay, so let's start from the end of the sentence. Okay, Trushi Mune, from the side of the little stick, from the side of the little stick, an appearance of a horse or elephant coming out. It's like that. It's like that. So something's like that. Something in our real life is similar to the way the stick is appearing as a horse. Sorry, the appearance of a horse is coming out of the stick. Okay. What? Well, when a nyuku case,
When a sprout
Yeah, when a sprout pops out of a seed, okay? When a sprout pops out of a seed, that's just shakpa by the law.
That's just to establish.
Yeah, it's just established by the fact that it's appearing to a normal state of consciousness, okay? Meaning, if there was nobody there, it wouldn't be happening. Okay? But, generally speaking, Nyuku Rangi Ngune, the fact that in general, a sprout, Rangi Ngune Saban Lekewani, does grow from a seed from its own side, generally speaking. Generally speaking,
Which one has its own side?
Rangi Ngune, from its
Which
own
one?
side.
The Chirlu or the Sabu?
No. Not in general. If we're talking philosophy, a sprout never goes out of a seed. Unless there's an unaffected state of mind there to perceive it. But generally speaking, sprouts grow from seeds. Okay? From their own side. And that's supposed to mean there is something coming out of the stick that appears as a horse already.
Right.
There is some appearance coming out. Okay?
Do we
So
want
that's
to-
a tough one. That's a tough one. You're gonna have to sit with that one for a while.
Well, I wonder, do we want to use some other kind of word for the cheer in this case?
No, I don't think
Generally,
so.
because that would maybe conventionally here, or
He didn't say conventionally, no. Yeah.
I think it is numb. Well,
Yeah?
Previous.
It looks like numb to you?
yeah,
So we're gonna take this question mark out.
right here. I can see.
thanks, man.
Oops. Can you check? Well, the cho is for sure.
That's it.
Okay, cool. You gotta sit with that because that's not so comfortable to me either. I'm pretty uncomfortable with that ranging mune from its own side. I think they would say a stick is. Sorry, the appearance of the elephant is
Right.
coming from the side of the stick.
Well, that's where we end, right? You say
Yeah.
numb. So
Yeah, I think we would say that. Yeah, I think that's comfortable. Wait, I need a plane. We just don't have a good plane flyers today.
we have a pilot right here.
Word?
I'll do it.
Come on. Be mean. Be unkind.
Lo
Finally, permission.
ni nip me shi gu ki shen yu la nzhu wei no sorry
Okay, good.
神又来出为罗拉能瓦桑皮就努巴民的都。
It's getting harder, okay? But let's just do the words and then we can, probably you enlighten us next time. Jokbe lo means, shakbe lo means, well, what state of mind can confirm things?
State of mind.
Okay, what state of mind, lo, can confirm things? This is something, jok, shak. Okay, what do you have to be a state of mind to confirm all this? To confirm the existence of something? Okay, it's kind of a pramana, okay? What is the state of mind that can say this is real? Okay, this exists. It better be nume.
Must
So that much we're okay with. We said it this morning. We said it earlier today. It must be unaffected by being drunk, being telkitulgus, short-term causes of error, which is perspective, like the car next to you backs up and you think you're moving into the intersection, or you're sick, or you're super jealous, or something like that. Okay.
So shikir
A. No, A. It must be A, and this is an unaffected state of mind. Okay. Only an unaffected state of mind can confirm the existence of an object. Okay?
But
Okay? But, Shenyu. Now, when you study pramana, if we ever get into Kirupche Sema Dedun Yiki Munsel, which is an incredible classic. It is the greatest commentary on pramana, I think. I mean, that's a classic.
You started it, right, Krishna?
I started it with Ningbo, but we never finished. He pooped out on me, which has happened in my life a lot. I don't know why I have to see that. Okay, Shigeki. So I'd have to start over with, but it's an incredible book. Shenyu la Chue no. So there's Yul, right? Object. But then you can say the object as it appears, the object I think I see, the object I'm focused on. So there's a distinction made between the object as it is and the object as it appears and the object as I take it to be. Jindangiyu, Shenyu, Nangyu. Nangyu, say Nangyu. The object as it appears, Shenyu. The object that I think I see. Okay, and then Jindangiyu, the object as I take it. Okay, and there's more. Kirupji has a huge list and it's unbelievable. It's great for debating.
You take it different than.
Yeah, they're almost the same.
So
Almost the
Shenyu is
same.
as it appears?
This means as you mistakenly feel it to be.
And
Okay.
Jin is as you mistakenly
Where's the
believe it to
Jin?
be? No, you were telling us the
Yeah,
different
yeah,
types.
Oh, Jintang.
Zintang versus
Stangs.
Sounds very
Jintangiyu.
close to the way you're describing it.
Stangs, meaning the gait of a horse.
Right.
Okay, that's a long story. Okay,
Is
let's
that
not go there.
Less than one
No, I'm
minute
just
left?
trying to understand.
No, I mean, we can do it. But there's the object that you think is there is Shenyu. Okay, right now we're just doing the object that you think is there. Then Nangyu, the object as it appears to you, could still be false. The object as it really is, I don't know, Migyo. Well, and then there's Migyo, means the object you're looking at. So these are all different flavors. This one is specifically the thing you think you see, meaning you're wrong. Shen means the thing you think you see, okay?
Actually, we're out of time.
it's just getting good.
So
We have to
there's
finish the sentence.
there's another state of mind, okay, which is mistaken
Yeah.
about what it thinks it sees, okay?
Okay.
So this phrase is difficult. There's another state of mind. Could you in the mind-only school say that the 50% which comes from you could be established? Could you say that a state of mind which is mistaken about its object could ever be the 50% from your side?
State of mind.
The state of mind which is mistaken towards what it thinks it sees, in this lower middle way, could it ever be the mind, the 50% coming from your side in an event?
No.
No, impossible. It has to be nume. This is the opposite of nume. This is the opposite of undrunk, unstoned, uncrazy, unjealous. It means this one is nu.
It is.
Okay, mistaken towards what it thinks it sees. Nanki, samki, jopa minu, nu midu. They don't say, they don't agree, mindu, that this would have the capacity, nupa, to say, oh, that appearance is real. Okay, that's a real thing. It could not interpret the appearance. Nawatsam. Okay, merely, yeah. Yeah, Nawatsam-ki.
Appearing?
Something cannot be established as existing just because it's appearing. Okay, if it's appearing to a mistaken state of mind, a messed up state of mind, that's not enough to say it exists. That's not enough to say it exists. Okay? So it's really, they're trying to nail down what state of mind does it have to be that's giving the 50% from our side. And it cannot be a mistaken state of mind, an affected state of mind. Okay, cool.
Thank you, Krishna.
And they could have said, for Chowa, he could have said, Chelki Chulki Chua, mistaken by being drunk or short-term causes. Then there's
Temporary.
Pukitugu. What's that?
Permanent.
Yeah, long-term,
Big time mistake.
big time defects in the human mind,
So that's like
which is taking it to be self-existent. Okay, that's all.
Oh, not perfect.
They distinguish between permanent defects in the human mind and impermanent defects in the human mind. But his text said you can operate on the tumor,
Oh, you can extract the tumor and not kill the brain.
yeah, and you don't have to rip out the brain. Lo budwa.
So mind.
Lo budwa. Impurities in the mind are safely removable. All impurities of the human mind are safely removable. Perfection is possible
I've been
because
Skilled
the problems of the human mind
Yeah.
are removable.
Yeah.
They're not inherent to the mind. Yeah. You don't kill the patient when you cut out the tumor. Yeah.
Can you disagree with me one sakas?
The Mimamsas disagreed.
probably genes.
They said human perfection was impossible. That they were takpa,
Unchanging.
etc.
speaking.
And if you want to get super cute for $50, $100. Get super cute on that point.
Is it related
Five.
to the three things?
4, 3.
It was like,
I want a super cute thing about the mimosa's position. 5,
sounds like mimosa.
4, 2, 1.
Too late.
When you jump in the air, you can't jump from there.
Take another step.
Right.
And
And
When you
when you boil water,
you can't
you
boil
don't
the
start
you
with
can't boil boiling water
Boiling.
Yeah.
because it'll
evaporate.
evaporate, meaning the patient will die. You see, the mind will be destroyed. They say human perfection is impossible because every time you make some progress, you fall back. You can't jump, and the metaphor they use is when a person jumps straight up,
In midair.
they can't go from there and jump again. So they always come down and then they will jump again, but they're never going to get perfection. Or they'll just boil their mind away. No, meaning if you take out the perfections, you killed the brain. Okay.
Sashi.
Puki Joshin Metokram Rira Blingshin Ninde Gempali Sangye Shindu Mikte Wari Jokanamda Shingla Chuparsho Hiram Guru Radha Mandala Kanya Dayami Dikewokun Sanam Yeshe Tzotzok Shing Sanam Yeshe Lechungwe Tabar Kuni Tobar Sho